Good morning and happy birthday, Capricorn men. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. Hey, gentlemen, what I like to do is to go in and just give you your yearly read or your yearly romantic read to just give you a sense of the type of woman or women that appear to be coming towards you this year, okay? And, gentlemen, if this reading resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, gentlemen, please take a few moments to do so now. Gentlemen, what I decided to do for you today is just go on and just use my Pratique Lenormand's deck in addition to two additional oracle cards just to give you a bit more part and advice into your situation, okay? So prior to getting into your reading, okay, let me just go on and just make a few general observations and then we're just going to go on and get right on into your reading here. It looks like it's certainly someone from your past that you're certainly going to have a lot of dealings with, this year, gentlemen. And it seems that perhaps many of you are even contemplating this person. The person appears to me to be a soulmate, or you two have more of a soulmate type connection, okay? I'm seeing both a tall as well as a shorter type woman that's appearing in your reading. One who appears to be very talkative, very optimistic and gentleman, nicely, built, I'm feeling. I'm also feeling she's very creative and very independent, but it looks like she does have a negative element lurking here. She could potentially be a liar or be very sneaky or a cheater. Okay, so let's go on and just look more in depth into your cards here so we can see why these observations are in fact true. Okay, so I'm going to go on and get started here with um, you're basically looking at the card falling to the bottom there, and that's the dog card. And gentlemen, that denotes a water sign, okay? Capricorn, Pisces, or Scorpio. And Venus is the ruler of this card. And this card, gentlemen, is all about, soulmate type connections, a loyal friend, or someone that you more than likely known for a while, or someone you felt offered unconditional love, but also one who may have appeared to be a bit needy here because we see, you notice with the dog here, sometimes a dog does have the tendency of biting the hand that feeds it, so it can come across as being a bit needy and even, you know, just too overly needy when you're kind of seeing that card there, okay? So let's go on and get started. And that seems that, that's something that you guys are kind of concerned about, all right? And with this dog card here, the person that you may be thinking about could, like I said, it appears to be very persistent. It could be a doctor, a police, or a nurse, or she could be a veterinarian of some sort. But it's certainly, as I suggested to you, a person certainly that you can trust. She could even be potentially a charity worker or a security worker, or even with this card, works in the military. In some sense that I'm kind of getting here, from seeing that here. Okay. And your next card here, gentlemen, just to start off the reading, that's the Tower card. Okay, so that denotes an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And the ruler, gentleman, of this card is Saturn, and this card is all about official business. So this female looks to me to be very educated, and she might even, be a judge for some of you, a lawyer, or maybe works at like an airport or works in the military and in the government, like I, already had advised. Or even potentially the hospital or the courthouse or at some type of school or college. Okay, she seems to be very an executive type person that to me appears to be tall. I'm getting here, kind of tall and slim. Okay, your next card here. Let's move right along, and is the birds. Okay, so this card denotes both a fire Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, as well as an earth sign, okay? Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this card is all about communications and calls and exchanges of all sorts. So it also shows that this female might be a bit nervous, very articulate. She gossips a lot, and I feel that she's very open minded, very talkative and curious. She might even works in sales or does some type of PR work or even some telemarketing, I'm kind of getting. I'm also feeling there may be a social worker or a counselor or a therapist, or she could even be, working as a telephone, operator with this card, okay? And your next card there, German, is the clover. So that denotes a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And Jupiter, it is the ruler. And this card is all about, luck and really surprising opportunities. So this woman could, in fact, be a bit of an opportunist, very energetic, perhaps even gambles, She may be like a prankster or a jokester with this card, or someone who likes to kind of definitely, barter or always, tries to look for a bargain, okay? And she might even work, with this card in like a gaming type industry or a casino. I'm also seeing for some of you, not all of you, green eyes, hazel or even blue, very humorous type woman. Okay. So these are just some things that I'm kind of picking up and may not resonate for everyone, but these are some of the qualities that I'm kind of getting out of these cards. So now let's go on and just synthesize these four cards to just determine perhaps what you may have already experienced and what, gentlemen, that you might likely experience, that's kind of coming up. And some of this stuff may have already happened, gentlemen. So I'm kind of feeling that many of you kind of wanted or kind of want to establish. I'm feeling a very serious relationship with this woman and might have maybe even professed your love to one another, or potentially I'm feeling maybe received a phone call of some sort and might or will have an intense conversation that I'm kind of getting here. Perhaps to kind of give your relationship, it looks like to me perhaps a second chance, or, I'm kind of feeling just looking at these cards that many of you might have in fact reunited with someone from your past, or you're gonna soon you soon will, gentlemen, that I'm kind of getting here. Okay, so let's move onwards and just look at your cards that are falling towards your future, just to give you a sense of what I'm kind of seeing coming to you, gentlemen, for your future. Okay, um, we have that horseman card, or either rider card, whatever you would want to kind of refer to it. And that card is associated with air signs, you know, um, Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. Excuse me, gentlemen. And the ruler of this card is Mercury. And this card is all about, new situations and people coming in, or progress, even a visitor, or even, in fact, receiving an answer, It shows a very fit and outgoing person here. So this woman is certainly very fit and outgoing. I'm kind of feeling very athletic, cheek, I'm kind of feeling active. She might even works for a freight company or works in a postal type office too, when you're kind of seeing that card there, gentlemen. So let's move right along to this next card there, which you have very promising cards that, gentlemen, that are appearing in your reading here. Okay, you have that. This card is a very successful type card, and it's a star card. Okay, and the star always, gentlemen, kind of brings about, some type of success that you're kind of hoping for, or that you're kind of really wishing for, gentlemen. And it appears that, you're going to have some type of a successful connection with this woman that I'm kind of getting. I'm here by just looking at that card there. And then but unfortunately, gentlemen, because you have that card 14 there, or in fact, the Fox card, it's kind of suggesting to me that something may not even go smoothly, because I'm feeling that even though it looks like that perhaps you may have reunited, I'm kind of feeling that you're gonna, in fact, or many of you may have already entered in a new relationship, or in fact have, trying to rekindle something with someone from your past. I'm seeing the potential of that person visiting. I also feel that you're really going to like, the person. It could possibly be a new person that comes into your life, and this person will be someone with whom you might fall in love or go out on a romantic rendezvous with, gentlemen here. But be aware, because you have that Fox card there, you know and a woman might have a hidden agenda. And I'm feeling that she will therefore perhaps cheat or try to use you in some way if you, gentlemen, if you allow, this to happen. So the key here, gentlemen, with that card is to kind of be aware, really your surroundings. And gentlemen, you might want to be a bit careful, a bit more careful about in whom, you're kind of placing your trust when you're kind of seeing that card there. Okay. So even though it looks like that things are gonna start off, good for you guys, you still have this element here of that cheating or someone trying to one up you or someone just trying to take advantage of you in some way, gentlemen. Okay, so let's go on and just move on and observe your last two cards here, which I felt would give you a bit more pardon advice into your situation. The first here card is to change your focus, gentlemen, and that card certainly is all about, disappointment and loss of all sort, and this card tells you that loss, gentlemen, and perhaps, having problems in relationships are in fact inevitable. This card is asking you to try to find a different approach in kind of dealing with your situation, okay? Because perhaps maybe someone that you wanted or this woman that you will be connecting with, perhaps maybe you've had past problems with her and you want to resolve them, or for some of you, you may be having problems with your family. So, what this card is kind of suggesting to you is that it's not really healthy to kind of remain, being upset about whatever loss, or even in fact having any regrets about what may have happened in the past. This card is telling you, gentlemen, to put your sorrows behind you, change your focus so you can move on into the now. Okay, what I'm getting here with this card here. And then last but not least here, you have this observe card, and it's basically echoing the same points that I kind of, indicated to you from these cards. This card is asking you to be up on your game, gentlemen, and to observe what's kind of really going on in your relationships. And many of you might even, in fact, have, rose-colored glasses on, but you need to release and surrender, and understand that a new perspective, kind of surrounds you, and it's time to kind of really take action or get back into the game and to kind of release the need or the desire to kind of be controlling or direct your relationship a certain way. So this card is kind of asking you to release and surrender and reconsider. Have patience that everything is going to work out okay. Okay, so gentlemen, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Should you like to have a more personalized reading, you can contact me at WAT61073@gmail.com. And again, if this reading resonated, go on and give it a big thumbs up. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to do so now. And I just wanted to make another point about this star card. This person can be very successful too. A very successful, prominent type person, okay? So, gentlemen, I look forward to hearing your comments and enjoy your day. Thanks a lot.